Hey guys, Jason Geiman here with PressureWashHelp.com. Today I want to help you grow your business and succeed. So, if you haven't, please go down and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting on here every Monday pressure washing tips, every Wednesday marketing tips, and every Friday pressure washing tips. They might get a little add one here or there just depending on if you have any questions, because when you ask questions that's where they come from, and that is what we are doing here today. We are going to answer a question, and our question is from Mr. Clean Pro Exteriors, and that is Jason. Do you go to each house to quote, or do you do it email/phone? I'd be interested to know how your quote process looks like. For example, the quote form, how the packages are laid out, and that type of thing. Alrighty then. So, with that, we are going to go here to a house that is on 2746, and the way we got this is the customer either calls us or they will send a form in from our website, and on the website it's just all we ask for is the name, email address, and their phone number. Because if we get those three things, we can do a lot with them. We can bug them by email, we can bug them by phone. So, once we find out what the address is, we're going to go look them up. We're going to see how big this house is, and you can go right here, and you can find it like this one here. For this address is 1728. We can pull it up on Google Maps real quick. We can see what it is. We can do all kinds of cool things like this, as long as my computer keeps working fine, and it's working a little slow. But, it gives us the street view. It gives us all kinds of stuff. We can zoom in here, go to satellite. It was working just fine. Now my computer's working slow. We can go to satellite here, and we can scroll down, and we can see that it's a 2-bedroom or 2-story, because we can see it's 2-story right here. We can look at that, say, hey, we can turn this here and say, hey, you know what? They're starting to get some roof streaks here. They might have just called about the house wash, but hey, you know what? They might have roof streaks. We can call that. We can see that they have a deck on the back of the house. We can see a whole lot of things. So why do I want to go to their house when I can see everything on Google? Everything. Our Hamilton County PVA actually will give us their deck size. It will give us even more so than what this is. And and you can go down here and you can see, all right, so this is a newer picture. Actually, this is an old picture right here. But if we go scroll back out, because this is saying this was taken in 2013. But if we go back out here to our maps, it'll give us that's the actual date. This is a 2019 image, so we know that they have a big patio back here, or actually this is a big deck and all that kind of things. So I don't really need to go to their house to find out a lot about their house. When we do a house wash, we're gonna clean the whole house. So it doesn't really matter if it's one side, two sides. We're cleaning the whole side. Now, if they only want a one side house wash, guess what? We'll do that, and we're gonna do one side. And if the other sides are bad, that's not our problem. We're doing one side. That's all they wanted to pay. And there's people out there that'll pay that. They don't care if the back side. They need one side clean. That's all they need. That's what we give them. So once we get their name, email address, and all that kind of stuff, we put it into our system. We use Responsibid, which is this right here. This is Responsibid. It is a little pricey, but we use it for more so. I know it talks about how you can get a free bid and all that kind of stuff, but we use it more so for the email side of things, email marketing side of things. So once we get it, we'll put the information in there, and that will actually send them a quote. That'll send them. We don't give them the price over the phone, because then they don't want to give us their information. So this is why we give them that, so we send it to them. Now, if we get all their information, you can say, all right, this is our bid, da 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 da. Or you can just say, this is what it is. Here's it is. And then in that email situation, the next day, it will send an email back to us saying, hey, you need to call this customer. You need to get on your phone and call this customer and say that, with time, make sure they got the bid, because if it might have went to spam, it might have went to the wrong email address. They might not have gave you their email address right. So, or they might have a question about the bid. So, them are the reasons why we call. And when we found out is it's about 3 out of 10 won't get through. So 30% of our bids wasn't getting through because we didn't follow up the next day. So that is the reason why we follow up the next day. Why do we want to lose a third of our customers out the door because they didn't get our bid? They just think, they must not want our business like any other business out there. So that's why we call them. So once we call them, we'll make sure they get their bid. They got everything they needed to do for that. Once we do that, we can put them into a CRM. You can also use a CRM instead of responsive bid. And a CRM is like House Call Pro is one, and basically you can go in here and see if you can do different all kinds of great things, and it'll keep all your information, how much your jobs are. The customer factor is another one here. This is another one that a lot of pressure washers use. This is a little bit cheaper. It's kind of clunky. So it's kind of hard to, it don't have a great interface basically. But so that is some CRMs. You can put them into CRM and then say if they schedule, you can click it into there, say, hey, we scheduled it. Right now, we did it for years. We put it in responsive bid, and then we put it to Google Calendar. Once they booked, we put it in Google Calendar. Once we did the job, we'd go back to responsive bid and hit close job, and then it would send an invoice out. Because that's how we would do it. We just set it up where it would just bam, 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 right on down the line. So responsive bid is a little expensive. I mean, I was just looking at it. It's $179 is their lowest package, and their higher packages are like $209 a month. That's right, a month. But with responsive bid is in 2015 was one reason why we grew a lot. We didn't get to $1 million just with responsive bid, but responsive bid probably tripled our business in 1 year by using responsive bid. It was because of the follow-up. We didn't follow up with customers. If they call you and you don't follow up with them, they don't care about you. They forget about you. They've got 100 things and they want you to get them their house clean, and that's all. And they don't want to deal with you coming to their house and you looking at it. And yeah, you might get a little bit higher close rate, but you spent an hour driving there and an hour back and 30 minutes with the customer talking to them. And yes, can you upsell? Absolutely. Do I think you should do that on higher end homes? Absolutely. Because then you can say, hey, you got window cleaning here, and we can do some gutter cleaning, and we can do this deck, and we can seal this concrete, and all these great things. So yes, I do think we should go to their house in that case, because like I said, if we go there and then we can say, hey, Miss Jones, your gutter right there is kind of falling down. We don't offer that service, but you may want to have somebody looking at that. You don't want your $1 million house crumbling down and hurting somebody, because or Miss Jones, we were up on your roof and there was some stuff bad on your roof, and we're going to get up on your roof when we're giving a quote. No, we're not, but we've been in it enough, and you know what it is up there. Or maybe we get on their deck and it's slippery and say, Miss Jones, you don't want somebody to sue you, do you? You need to get this deck cleaned. Give me $500 clean this deck, so that way I can make some money. But you're also going to help them. You're not just only going to pick out, say, hey, Miss Jones, we don't do this, but that gutter up there, it's coming off there and it's allowing water into your foundation. And this is, if you have a leaky basement, right there's probably why it's coming in there. And if you help Miss Jones with her $1 million house, she probably going to give you some business. Now you help Miss Jones with that $100,000 house, they don't really care. They just want the green off the side of the house because their HOA said that if you don't, we're going to charge you. So guess what? They're getting that green off, and they don't care anything else about it. So that is how, if you got higher end customers, if you're looking at the, around here, a $300,000 house, $250,000 house is a lot around here in the greater Cincinnati area. If you're less than that, you're just in the cookie cutter homes, But you get up in them higher end, $300,000-$400,000 houses. Those are the houses that maybe you go check them out and you give them a full quote and the whole 9 yards. We don't. It's just time consuming. It takes a lot of time, and we don't have all that time to do it. So that's why we do everything online. Once they get in the computer system, they're in the computer system. And so that is how we are able to quote that through. So I hope that answers your question. I may go into a little deeper about forms and stuff. I haven't really pushed that much. We don't really use a whole lot of forms. Our forms are very simple. Basically, if we use ResponsiBid, it's going to drop down. We put them in our packages in kind of classes of, say, 1,000 to 1,500 square feet is, $300. 1,500 to 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, you're looking at $329, and so you get up into your packages. Now if you have some packages that you really want to break down even more, then maybe we don't go so high on our square footage of 500. But really, a 500 square foot house, a difference of a house ain't gonna be that much of a difference in pressure washing and house cleaning. So that's kind of why we keep it a basic, simple thing. We know what our we know what our bread and butter houses are. They're the houses between 22 and 2,500 square feet. Vinyl siding, you can get in there, you take an hour and 15 minutes, you're in and out, you made $350. Now, can we upsell, using warm water? Can we upsell window cleaning? Can we upsell driveway cleaning? Can we upsell, if they're going for a roof cleaning, can we upsell house washing? Can we upsell house washing and window cleaning? So those are some things that, you really want to try to upsell, so get our ticket higher and higher. The basic is let's get our ticket up. We want our average ticket up as high as we can get it, obviously. If we can get our average ticket up to $500-$600 a customer, that is excellent. Excellent. Who doesn't want a $500 ticket of your average ticket? You do 3 of those a day, 4 of those a day, and there's your $1,500 to $2,000 day. $2,000 day is a $10,000 week to $40,000 month. $40,000 month, you had, let's just say if you do a $40,000 month and you put 10% of that away for marketing, that's $4,000, and you put, you may have spent, another $10,000 on here, you make, $25,000. Who don't want that kind of money? That's how you grow and scale your business. And then you bring another truck on that does 4 jobs a day, $2,000 a day, then you are doing really awesome. You're doing really good. So that's how you grow and scale your business. So with that being said, please like and subscribe. If you want to know how to do bidding, check out this video. And if you want to learn about Christmas lights, check out this video. Thank you and have a great day.